The view of one of the Western psychiatrists is hatred is like an acid. It can do more damage to the container in which it is stored than to the object on which it is poured. If you hate a lot more than anyone else and you want to harm him so far as you concern, in your chest the fire of hatred will be following at night all night. But it only affects another person when you have succeeded in damaging. And it is very less that the person can harm someone who wants to reach it. Plan to act according to hatred fails to fail. But as far as the hating person is concerned, one of the two punishments is at all times. As long as he does not succeed in his revenge plan, keeps himself in the fire of revenge, and if still succeed, then the conscience pursues it. By killing his opponent, he also kills his own comfort forever. His sense of retribution is in the vengeance of revenge. But when the rivalry turns cold, the result of his retribution becomes cool. Then his conscience awake and keeps blaming him all ages. Once a lawyer said, "My predecessor often comes to people who are guilty of murder. But all the killers I saw in my life found that after killing they were pissed on their crime. At the time they were killed and killed. But when the zeal was cold, their heart started blaming them." This is the case of every criminal. No criminal can feel free from guilt. After the crime, every criminal is a psychological prisoner in which he continues to be punished himself. Fact is that the negative action is the first to be taken against ourselves. The loss of negative action reaches the person's own, even if it does not reach others.